All right, and welcome to the Great Basket Case. So, I got this basket from my grandmother, and I believe it is a basket from a Hopi ceremony called the butterfly ceremony, where they used to sacrifice a young girl every 4 years. If anybody out there could please tell me why you know for sure this is not a butterfly basket from a Hopi ceremony from maybe 100 plus years ago with headless people on it, um, uh, please leave your comments down in the comment section. So how I acquired this basket originally, it was my grandma Patricia's. She was an amazing woman. She went to the Hopi Reservation and the Navajo Reservation in the 70s and 80s, or probably maybe just the 80s. In the 80s, and she was going to school to be a silversmith and silver jewelry design. So she went down there and she got invited to a ceremony that in the ceremony they would something to do with like an ascension into womanhood, or like when a girl becomes a woman. It was that some kind of ceremony like that on the Hopi reservation with the clan that she was visiting. It was on the second mesa in Hopi land, and she got it from the head of the clan, she told me, but she didn't say which clan it was she was visiting up there. And there are several Hopi clans, so I wish you would have narrowed that down, or I wish I would have known to ask, because I didn't even know then. She told me all these things before my adventures in Hopi land. So to me, that looks like a Kachina doll or a Zuni, but that's just my opinion. A Kachina dancer or a Zuni, but that's just my opinion right there. That symbol right there, that whatever that is, that's what it looks like to me. So I have spent the last 8 years, there's a headless person, right? So many baskets are made, to sell to others with headless people on it globally. So many people are buying baskets. So the experts were telling me that they thought this basket was made for export to sell to people. It was just made by somebody randomly that makes a bunch of baskets, and that there's nothing ceremonial about it, that it's not from America at all. There's no way it could be a Hopi basket. It's way too tall, way too big to be a Hopi basket. To me, that right there looks like a Hopi man with a hat and a stick. Could very possibly be, but who am I? I don't really know much. I'm just a Caucasian dude that went and stayed with the Hopis for 2 years and asked a bunch of questions. I really believe to my core that this is a huge harvest basket for the butterfly ceremony. I believe it's very old. That's why it's so large, because there was actually water there over over 100 years ago. There was enough water in the Hopi land because the Rio Grande ran right through there that they can make baskets so huge. Another reason why I think it might be about sacrifices, all these animals, they look like every animal has a trunk. Where does every animal have a trunk? Are they trunks really? Or are they blood being let from the animals? The animals are sacrificed too. I don't know what that symbol is right there in the middle, or that little thing to the left. The little thing to the left might be a gourd. I'm not positive, but if anybody knows what that little symbol to the left and that symbol right in the middle there is, please leave your opinions in the comments. So that's how big it is. Look at that 1 gallon jug of water right next to it. It is very large, right? And then for the longest time, I thought this was brown on brown, right? But really, the grass was either dyed or it is like a deep burgundy red. And down there, Hopis and Dene both believe that red is blood. Like, they don't go to Red Rock. They don't go to Sonoma because it's sacred. It's like, that's the blood of the earth. You don't hang out there, right? It's a sacred area. You don't go there unless you have a sacred reason to go there, or a mission, or we're told to go there, or something like that. Right? So these are the reasons I believe this is a super sacred Hopi basket that from a ceremony that is now taboo, where the head clan of all the clans, which is now the Bear Clan, but at one time, I think it was the Fire Clan, if I remember properly, that the head clan chief has to sacrifice a daughter every 4 years that's prepubescent. So between the ages of probably 9 and 13. And that clan leader, the head of that clan, actually was allowed to have more wives than most other Hopi men would have as wives. So that's my story. That's what I believe. Um, Everybody, like I said, all the experts are telling me that I'm the crazy one, that I'm just reading into things because I want this to be the truth. Therefore, I'm just pushing it and finding all these coincidences, and putting them together and making my own puzzle, right? And just creating the picture I wanted to out of the pieces I found. But it's really hard pressed for anybody to tell me that that main pattern doesn't look like a butterfly inside the basket when you look at it from a distance. And the story my grandmother gave me was it was from a ceremony where girls became women. And if that ceremony is now taboo, the butterfly ceremony, well, wouldn't it just become one of those ceremonies to keep it alive? I don't know. You tell me what you think. But whoever made this was a very excellent basket maker. It's very old. All I have to do is get the grass tested. If somebody could help me figure out how to test this grass. I'm in Minnesota. If we can prove that this grass from this basket is from America, then all these experts that are telling me that it's not a Native American basket are gonna have to explain what this basket is and who it's from. Thank you so much for your time. Leave your comments and questions down in the bottom. Do man out. Thank you. Bye.